Bonjour les noisettes. Tu es une délicieuse France qui m'attend dans le réfrigérateur. I know, friends, my French is A+. What I actually said to you was, hello there, baby dolls. You are a yummy strawberry waiting for me in the fridge. Today, we're going to go to the Eiffel Tower. What does the Eiffel Tower have to do with crypto? Let me tell you something. The Eiffel Tower in the country of France has everything to do with crypto. And no, it's not that Eiffel Tower in your pants. It's a family-friendly show. This Eiffel Tower, it's also funny, soy jacking across Europe. What the hell does the Eiffel Tower got to do with crypto? Well, I want to ask you a question. How much do you think the Eiffel Tower is worth? Would you like to own it? The Eiffel Tower is owned by the city of Paris, the council. So it's not up for sale. I wonder how you would price it though. You would probably, after spending long and hard times, hopefully with somebody else, you would price it as a function of the GDP of the nation, and then you look at the GDP of the city of Paris, and then you look at the land, but then you're going to have some sexy premium, because that block of land and the Eiffel Tower and the composition of it and its history, you can't put a dollar on it, can you? Or can you? It'd probably be a big percentage of the GDP of the country. Big percentage relative to everything else. You would probably also look at other landmarks in other countries. How would you value the Grand Canyon in Americana? Interesting thought experiment. How would you value the Opera House in Australia? There are many other landmarks around the world. Viagra Falls. You see? There's a lot of things out there, friends, where you can't put a price on them, but they have mind share in our brains. Well, the Eiffel Tower, my friends, has no utility and it just sits there. You can build any tower. The Friendship Tower. Right? Crypto is exactly like that. Because there's a difference between the Eiffel Tower and then just some other dodgy bank in France that no one cares about. There's a complete difference between those two towers. One of them evokes emotion, history. Every girl wants you to propose to them there. If you take a girl on a first date there, I mean, you're in like Flynn straight off the bat. No questions asked, okay? You know, take a girl to like Rabobank, you know, like 4 districts down, and show her like the broking floor. You know what I mean? Just doesn't hit the spot. So, crypto, digital real estate. What we've just shown you here is real estate, physical world. The realm that we're looking at, friends. See, the Eiffel Tower is only worth a lot because of France's network effect. That's right. You see, when I show you this flag, you know it's Francais. You know, when you think of France, right, you think of the baguettes. You think of the guy with the striped shirt, right? You think of, you know, smoking and like walking around the city. There's a lot of things out there you just evoke memories. You know, oh, they eat frog legs and they like cheese and wine and culture. You see, you think about that stuff. It is a first world country. Now, I know every time I talk about France, everyone starts going, hey, have you seen the immigrants there? It's going to be third world country soon. I know. We got all the jokes, friends. But we have to look at the landmark of this. You got to look at something that will transcend time. Crypto, same thing. The problem with crypto is you can't see it physically. And it's new. That's why it's a double whammy. So crypto, you can't see it, but you can see the products of the network effect. You and me, we're talking to each other. We know what crypto is. You recognize the logos. You know what a Bitcoin logo is. You know what Ethereum logo is. You know Vitalik's got a girlfriend. You know he's no longer doing his semen retention strategy. You know that, right? You know what XRP represents, right? You know if I put a water emoji next to XRP, you know, oh, it's XRP, Ripple, Cripple. You know what Doge is. You see these things, friends? They are taking up the real estate in our mind. Even when you see Hex and Richard Hart, you get it, right? You're starting to get it. So the Eiffel Tower, it's only worth that much, right? Because of that network effect of France. If France was a third world country, like the countries that everybody's immigrating from, funny enough, there wouldn't be an Eiffel Tower. It wouldn't be an Eiffel Tower. It would just be a big water tank, and it would have room temperature water, and no one would want to go visit there. But because it's a first world country, you had the French Revolution, there's history there, you know? And even France, friends, when Americans, I notice when Americans, they kind of joke, they're like, ha ha ha, French always surrender. It's kind of funny. There's always a part, even American kids, you're learning about it in the schools, like France, they live in your head a bit. But it's everybody in the world, right? Because France's GDP, it's up there in the world, like probably top 10, top 20 or whatever. So everybody wants to go there, and their network effect is a testament of that. Now, here's the thing. They are one in the same things. So what I'm telling you now is, in crypto, you're not going to find a meme coin that's worth billions, and the chain that it's on is poop. It doesn't work like that. What we've actually found is, well, I've done all the stats and the numbers. I found that the meme coin big communities, they are a certain percentage of the market cap of the layer 1 chain. DickWifButt is about 3% of Solana. And what I did was I found out that on PulseChain, because it's so oversold, the biggest meme coins, they are only 0.6%. So the biggest meme coins on PulseChain, they're still like 5x undervalued compared to Solana. However, that's the market being illiquid and irrationally selling because they think it's never going to survive, right? So that's pretty much just a momentum play, right? And you might even find in the bull market, maybe DickWifButt is not 3% of Solana. Maybe it goes to like 6% or 9%. Whoa, that's huge, right? That's big. So these things, they fluctuate. That's why I postulated, if we spent enough time, I bet if you tried to guess, hey, how much is the Eiffel Tower worth? How much is it worth? That's how you would probably derive things if someone could buy it. Because it produces no cash flow. You can't make enough ticket sales off the elevator. But to actually own it, you own a part of history. See? So the same analogy for that meme coins on the blockchain, it is the same. Now, the thing is, man, when I say meme coins, just replace it with altcoins. It's the same thing. Because what is even an altcoin, friends? You know when people say, oh, there's an altcoin, is a utility, when maybe you're an Oracle, maybe you're building limit orders, maybe you've got something else. Yeah, maybe. You're just a bunch of code, okay? You are zero value unless a group of people surround themselves around that code and say, I believe. You get it? France, you know, with the Eiffel Tower right here, this Eiffel Tower, friends, is nothing without people hanging around here in the parks, eating jelly beans, walking around, falling in love with it. Okay, this is the city around it. You see? This is people on there. You see that? Without them, it's worth nothing. You're just some metal on some land. And then the land, you are also nothing without, this is France now, the French Revolution and all the history around you. You see? So as you find out, everything in this world is a network effect. Well, what is a network effect anyway, friends? When you go down to it, it's first principles. It is an emoji or a logo or a word when people hear about it, a large group of people automatically associate that with an action to do something. That's actually what a network effect is. When you say gold, you automatically think of jewelry. See? The network effect of gold has been going on for thousands of years. And what people are trying to do is they're trying to like smash the culture of, say, Bitcoin into everyone's minds over and over and over again. That's why when we get loud with the megaphone, you do a lot of nice, positive things, damage to people's psychologies out there who are no coiners, who don't hold, who don't believe, because they're missing out on getting rich. You see, before crypto, friends, before we could transfer value without having it copy pasted, it was just a bunch of people yelling, my artist is the best, my country is the best, we are cool, I'm cool, you're not cool. It's just a bunch of people just pointing fingers. And they're leaving up to the test of time and the history of time. And then like, who is the most coolest? It's very hard to imagine. But when you have a price chart, my friends, when you have a price chart to show you that, you know what? I like a picture of a dog. And this picture of a dog went up 250 times in value in 2021. And also this picture of a dog is liked by one of the world's richest men, right? Whee! There's Doge, 250x. You see that? That's why everyone fans, they feel something. You see, they feel something. Without everybody rallying around it, though, you feel nothing because there is nothing. And you also got to think about, Shiba Inu. Remember, friends, all of this Metcalfe's law, network effects, everything's a network effect. Everything in life is a network effect. It's all network effect, marketing, branding. You see? It's how direct can the message be to get people to act and do something? That's what we're pretty much getting to. Creating that is basically the $1 trillion asset value creation, creating that network effect. That's the really impossible task. That's what everybody's trying to do. People are trying to meme things. That's what meme is, friends. A meme's an idea. Okay? Isn't it funny? We have memes on the blockchain. So when you see like when you see a picture of Doge, right? You just automatically know. What are you thinking about? The candles pumping, Elon Musk, everybody having fun. It's just a joke on crypto. You think of that already. It's solidified itself. Also, when you see the Bitcoin orange logo, maybe think fix the money, fix the world and stuff. You see this? When you see Ethereum, Vitalik, see all these characters popping up in our heads. The more frequent they appear, the more value they get. The more people hear of them. So even like Shib, right? Shib and Pepe are worth billions because they were born on Ethereum. Ethereum is like France, right? And then the Eiffel Tower, you might have your Shib. You got your Pepe, right? Pepe's the run, the narrative, the journey. The fact you were able to rise up 1 month after those cucks over in the deep state, the US Fed bank bugger-eating scum, depegged USDC, tried to send crypto to zero in February of 2023. Pepe was born as the 14th Pepe. It was actually a vampire Pepe, and it ran up all the way to Binance. True story, by the way, friends. That Pepe, that's not even the first Pepe. The real Pepe is Pepecoin. They made their own chain, and it was just NFTs and JPEGs swapping each other with Pepe love. But these guys just launched a Pepe on Ethereum. See, that was number one mistake, right? Pepecoin made their own chain. So they made the wrong move. They were early, but they made the wrong move. Everyone else was like, oh, I'm going to take your idea. I'm just going to put it on Ethereum. Bang. That was the winning idea. It's kind of like, it's hurtful to think about that type of vampire thing, but it is what it is. The market chose. The market just said, oh, there's a big product market fit for Pepe, one of the biggest memes in the world, to be on the biggest smart contract layer 1 platform, which is Ethereum. But don't be too harsh on things. You still have DickWifButt born on Solana. So we have these powerful things that are starting to appear. They're trying to really stamp each other out. Friends, even know with Mog, you've seen Mog, right? To Mog somebody, this is, the orange, the Viper glasses. This is Mog with the glasses. Mog, get mogged, right? So when you have the Mog, you see that. We're going to Mog him. So shout out to Mr. Wolfie and everybody else who makes it. Friends, I love these videos. I don't know why. See, friends, look at this. Learn from this. Okay, 6 seconds. It's 5 to 6 seconds. That's it. It's really awesome. See, it's very, very easy, quick to throw it in here. So they're stamping out these Viper glasses. And by the way, what does Mog mean? It came from the Zoomers, little kids, basically saying a Mog, which is alpha male of group. And then they just dropped the A, and now it's just to mog somebody. To mog someone is like you're the male of the group, or to dominate something. So, but they say mog so universally, everything get mogged. Like if you have an apple in your hand, you drop it. I'm like mogged. What does that mean? You just dropped an apple out of your hand, But you get the point. But you see, this is something new. This is new culture. Friends, it's no coincidence that Lil Pump and Tekashi 69 and Iggy Azalea, celebrities who are literally, they're moving people's emotions with their songs and their rap and all these other stuff, right? They're used to, they have to be at the forefront, bleeding edge of culture, because they are culture, all right? The words they say and the things they do, and they have a big following of kids, because there's no financial things with the kids. They're like, oh, just tell me things to feel and move. No, they're looking at crypto like, oh, I see what your friend Tommy's saying. My friend Tommy. Now I'm telling him, hey man, this is the biggest freaking culture shock of all time. Because now we can put a price chart to things and people can send and trade things of value. And guess what? When they have a choice of trading things of value next to things that don't have a price chart, guess what they're going to do? They're going to go, that thing with a price chart, I don't even notice you anymore. I'm going to look at the thing with the price chart, the value thing. That's these meme coin communities. You might have NFTs. You might have utility coins, whatever the hell it is. It's just crypto, anything in crypto. You see? Because you can actually put a price chart on things now. You can see demand coming in, coming out. So it's no longer whether someone thinks you're cool or not. Now you have a dream attached to a community in a chart who can try to grow people. Because like, let's say, friends, let's say you want to start a ripped, let's say you have a ripped shirt fashion. Let's say you just have a shirt. It's actually ripped off at the nipples. Okay, cool. Right? So let's say you're like, I want this to be the new fashion. You're walking around, yeah, maybe you convince enough people, this is really cool, the flashy nipples with ripped shirts. But there's no price chart. There's no value. You can't store that attention. Now, imagine you could put the ripped shirt idea into a coin. Now you have value. Then, as you start to promote the idea, you don't even have to tell people to buy the coin. As the idea catches on, that thing gets more value. Just like people shilling Pepe memes, they don't have to tell people to buy Pepe. You see? It's interesting. It's fantastic, friends. It's also the same thing with France. France, for example, they don't have to say, come visit the Eiffel Tower. They just say, come to France. Just come to France. Come hang out to France. The Eiffel Tower sells itself. The idea sells itself. And also, they're working with a symbiotic relationship. They're one and the same. Now, ultimately, you get to this conclusion. Meme coins will only grow more powerful over time with crypto adoption, friends. Yeah, it's true, man. So after everything you've seen here, okay, it's pretty much coming down to that. When you see basically all the data, friends, I've done all the computations myself. You just get to see that the ratio of a meme coin versus the big chain, it's a percentage. That's why when some people, like, I know these numbers sound fantastical, but if, like, for example, PulseChain, the whole ecosystem, I think is down to like 1.3 billion market cap. But this PulseX, EXPX, okay? So let's be optimistic. Let's say that the community, it's been enough time and it doesn't dilute anymore, which means the market wants to reprice Pulse. No longer has 550 million market cap. What if it wants to reprice it like Cordanzo? So this is PLS Pulse. It's only 520 million market cap. What if the market says, hey man, you shouldn't be 520 million. You should be 50 billion. That's 100x higher. Now, if Pulse, the SPI, is 100x higher, that is exactly like France's GDP went up 100x higher. If France's GDP goes up 100x higher, the Eiffel Tower is going to be a function of that. So if the Eiffel Tower was bearish, it wouldn't go up 100. It might only go up 50x higher, which you've lagged the whole economy. So with meme coins, if PulseChain does 100x, and you're looking at Pika on PulseChain, DickWifButt, Tangang coins, PDI, Atropa, Teddy Bear, Gophers, and the influencer coins, Randy's coins, and SolidX, all of them, friends, all of these, and the alien stuff. So if PulseChain does 100x, everyone's like, wait, you're trying to like basically get into the real estate early, and you're trying to bet that, or if this 100 happens, I want my thing to get more than 100. I want to be the multiplier slingshot leverage on that growth. And yeah, there will be, friends. That's if. When we're talking about ifs. If PulseChain does a 100x PLS, then yeah, there will be coins, maybe new ones from today, maybe ones that exist today, you just don't know, that will be up between 200x and 1000x, around there, if they top out at the same time. Most likely they won't, but you get the point. So whatever PulseChain has done at some point, they'll have a multiplier on it. And then the lagging ones, they will go down. You can see them on their pulse ratio charts. So this happened, right? For example, friends, a good example I can show you is like Tron. So look, you can look at Tron ETH ratio. Tron, friends, in the last cycle, look what Tron did in 2021. Tron did nothing. This is TRX ETH. See, this is terrible. Look what Tron did. Tron versus Ethereum, friends, dropped down 50%. Do you want to know what that means? That means Ethereum from that point did a 10x, which is what it did. And then Tron only did 5. So that's like the Eiffel Tower is pretty poopy. in your nation and no one wants to go visit the Eiffel Tower. They go visit something else. So that's what you're taking on more risk, more leverage, because there's more choice risk, because there's more things to choose from, more things can blow up. Okay, but if you're betting on the whole city, but you don't get as much as the return. That's why I always tell you 90% call, 10% lottery, to at least open your mind into this thing. Don't knock this out. And also for the whole PulseChain community, remember friends, because I love all these other coins. Pedo.dot, they've only got one meme coin, man. It's like, and that meme coin's pretty garbage. Like, it's tough. Binance literally have no meme coins almost, pretty much. See, it's not so easy. But you like the culture of people here, because remember friends, culture. What's the first 4 letters of culture? Cult. X is the best freaking call in crypto. They're not going away. 99% down. And still here. And still saying it's a better Bitcoin. You're not going to get that anyway, bro. You're not going to get there. Okay, so I hope you understand the point now. So as more people come in, the value of the GDP grows, which is the layer 1 market cap. They're the same thing. GDP of a country, layer 1 market cap, like that. And then there are subsectors within that also grow. The winners, they're going to lag behind the big index, and there's going to be big winners. And your goal is to find the big winners. Now, obviously, all the stuff we hold, we hope they're the ones that are going to be the big ones. We hope they are. But this is why there is a discrepancy always. Richard Hart Maxis will say, don't touch any of them. They're all scams. And guess what, man? They're coming from a good place. They're just like Bitcoin Maxis, because they're saying, look, you might pick the wrong thing at the wrong time. You might. There's no guarantee you're going to pick the right thing. And guess what? On average, they're right. However, if you buy low and if you appreciate the opportunity we have, look how hard it is to bridge into PulseChain, by the way, still. You see what I mean? That's why you're looking at all these real estate. It's easy, friends. Friends, it's literally, it's like we're building a city on Mars and you and I have one of the first 10 rocket ships to go there. And the rest of the world, they have to build like these big ships to take everybody there. But they're not there yet. It's like it's hard to get there. Maybe it takes us like a month to get there. You know, maybe you got to eat your own poop. You have to ration food and eat baked beans all day. And it smells like fart inside the rocket ship. See what I mean? It's pretty tough in there. That's what PulseChain is right now. But you're just speculating, oh, one day a lot of people are going to come. People think you're nuts. Oh, why would they leave their place right now? I don't know, because it's new. So that's investing and speculating in a nutshell, friends. And ultimately, what's going to be the next Eiffel Tower? Everyone says, yeah, we're going to have it. We're going to have it. Yeah, just let everyone yell. You want that. But also, a lot of these coins, friends, that we're looking at, I mean, like, for example, Pika on PulseChain. Remember, you got to put them on the pulse ratio chart. You got to put on the pulse ratio chart. See that? There's just believers in here. That's it. There's believers. It doesn't mean necessarily it's going to go to the greatest of all things. Obviously, you hope they do. But there's believers there. And even if things that have got sold down, it doesn't mean there's like a lot of poop going on. It's just that there's just people selling for like tiny liquidity. But your idea, you're in early, you're just trying to pick up stuff. You're like, you know what? I think the people behind this stuff, they're not going to abandon. And that's why I say, friends, what we're in now is a rinsing. So basically the market says, I'm going to quote your portfolio down. Do you still think that thing's going to be an Eiffel Tower one day? I still think they are. What's changed? A bunch of soy boys selling? But you see that confidence and that posturing, that's important, friends. I know, because you see the prices go down. You think fundamentally the repricing is down. You know, but I'll give you the same example. Imagine, friends, the Eiffel Tower. Let's say you could buy it for 10 billion. And let's say with all these France immigrating crisis and people pooping in the streets and knifing each other and stuff. Let's say there's like a bad quote for the Eiffel Tower. Let's say it's down to like 4 billion. That's what it would be right now. It should be 10 billion. Let's say it's down to 4 billion. And then you're thinking to yourself, interesting. I wonder if in 20 years, we won't have an immigration crisis. I wonder if they'll eventually turn it around. I wonder if our GDP will be bigger. And then this is a part of history. I get to keep it forever. You see what I mean? You're speculating on that future. But right now, it's like PulseChain has an immigrants crisis. Coming in here, stabbing each other, getting stabby everywhere. They're pooping and they're farting. They're doing everything, right? It's the exact same analogy. You don't get a world where the prices go cheap and everyone's holding hands and everything's great. They're one in the same. You are literally trading people's emotions, okay? What our job is to look at the idea independently and to just, you have to be optimistic for the future. That's it. Like if you think, okay, I do see Ethereum at $10,000 one day. I do see Bitcoin at $100,000 one day. I do see PulseChain up, at least 10x from today. I do see people raising the megaphone up and yelling. I do see Richard Hart getting over this corrupt SEC part. I do see crypto going to 5 trillion, 10 trillion. Do you see that? The value of everything growing. If you don't believe in that world, I mean, just sell it, go leave, and you're going to be making a losing bet over time. But that's ultimately what you're playing for. Okay, so we're rolling. You're rolling the dice. You are rolling the dice. See, friends, if you bought the Eiffel Tower now, you don't know when France is going to fix their immigration crisis. You don't know if they ever will. You have no idea. What's it going to take? You don't know who's the politician that's going to come in. You don't know what the breaking point's going to be. You got no freaking idea whatsoever. But that's a speculation. The whole job of you is just to buy cheap and get in early. And to me, I still see like a lot of things are early. But you got to look at that for every single thing that you're in. Am I still early enough? Well, man, is Coinbase #1 App Store ranking? No. Has a meme coin hit 100 billion market cap? No. Have VC funds taken out leverage on their meme coins like collateral borrowing and stuff? Nope. No, they haven't. Okay. Tells me you're pretty early. Early to our friendship. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all. Catch you in the next one.